I've got to ask you about a difficult time in your life this year. It was, you've had this extraordinary career and life, and then you get hit by a serious story with lots of negative headlines, and a woman accuses you of rape, and it becomes Ronaldo, rape, and so on. As we sit here, the police have just recently dropped that investigation into you. There is no criminal investigation now. Tell me about your reaction to what has happened.
Well, I'm not going to forget that 2018 probably was the most difficult year of my life in terms of outside football. As you mentioned, that what they accused me was very, very hard. Media, press, writer. There are another parts that make me feel sad because they play with your dignity. It's hard. You have a girlfriend, you have a family, you have kids. It's bad, it's hard. I remember one day I was in home, in the living room with my girlfriend, to do a zap in television, to see the news, and they speak about Cristiano Ronaldo, this and that. And you listen your kids coming down in the stairs, and you change the channel because I was embarrassed. It's like, what is that? I feel embarrassed. I just changed the channel for Cristiano to don't see that they speak bad about his father. A very bad case makes me feel so bad, Pierce, to be honest. But outside my house, it's something that you cannot control.
When you called your mother to tell her the news that the police had dropped it, she must have been hugely relieved.
Of course, especially my mom. When you get old and the informations that media pass, it's not the real information. And especially for my mom. My mom sometimes was very nervous. Say, Mom, relax. The son that you have in home. Relax. Nothing gonna happen. Trust me. But she was nervous. She's old. She's nervous in the games. Imagine personal stuff of his sons. Speak about jail, rape, this kind of stuff. It's hard for an old person. But in the end of the day, it was good. The law, they did the job that they should do it. And I'm happy, of course.
Which is the one you'd most like to end up with as number one? Which record?
Golden balls, for example. The most golden balls in the history of football, for example. I will love it. And I think I deserve. As you mentioned before, Messi is he's a fantastic guy, he's a fantastic player. He's in the history of football. But I think I have to have 6 or 7 or 8.
You got to be
and
the
more
one.
Above him, I think.
Do you ever text him? I mean, do you ever
No, I have good. When I say in UEFA, many people were surprised the way I speak, but my relationship with him is we are not friend or home friend, but we share the stage for 15 years. I have good relationship with him, and I know that he pushed me to be a better player, and I push him to be a better player as well.
Is he the best you've played against in your life?
Yes, for sure.
Did you ever think when you were growing up in a pretty poor part of Madeira, you weren't poverty-stricken as a family, but you weren't well off at all. Your mum had to work really hard, and you lived in one room with your 3 siblings. Did you ever think you'd have a private chef cooking your food?
Never passed in my mind that I even have opportunity to play professional player, to play in Sporting in Portugal, for example, and Manchester, or never.
What would you like your legacy to be, Cristiano? When it's all over?
Football?
Yeah, when it's finished, what would you like the legacy to be for Cristiano Ronaldo? How do you want people to remember you?
One of the best players in history.
One of or the best?
Depend of the taste of the people. I cannot control what the people like. Some people like this player or that player. I'm sure I'm in history of football, what I did and what I'm continue to do. But one of the best players in history. For me, the number one in history. But for some fans, the number one. For the other ones, the second. Doesn't matter. I know I'm in history of football one of the greatest ever.
And when you have a tombstone, when you die and you have your own tombstone, and,
Okay.
and it says, "Here lies Cristiano Ronaldo," how would you like to be remembered as a man? You can write your own tombstone.
Number one. Not number 7. Number 1.
You see, in the end, for you, it's all about being number one, isn't it? That's really what drives you. You don't want to be second.
No.
You don't want to be third.
I don't know this number. I don't know that number.
There's one final thing I want to ask you, and this may break my heart. You know, you've shed tears in this interview. I might shed some tears.
Well, I didn't expect this.
It depends of what you say, actually, which is, I heard that there was a very good chance that you were going to join Arsenal before you joined Manchester United. Now, Arsenal's my team. Is it true that you nearly joined Arsenal, not Manchester United?
It's true. It's true. Of course it's true.
It's true?
Yes. I was with Arsenal.
How close were you?
Very close.
Like, break my heart.
One step. Incredible.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You were about to join us,
Yes.
and then we would have won everything.
Well, I will help.
And then at the last second, you ditched my club and you went to Manchester United and you broke my heart.
No.
This is your chance to apologise.
Yeah, okay, Piers. I want to apologize. Okay, forgive me to don't join Arsenal.
I have a gift for you.
Okay.
This is what might have been. Okay? This is what should have happened. This
Fantastic club.
is what I dreamed of for the last 16 years, and it's not too late. I could see Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, and Ronaldo, and you'd win everything. It's not too late. This is your destiny. Come on, Cristiano. Make an old man happy.
No.
This is your Arsenal shirt.
Thank you.
You like it?
Yes, it's nice.
I mean, this is what should have
Thank you,
happened.
guys. Nice. It didn't happen, but Arsenal, I appreciate what they did for me, especially Arsene Wenger. But you know the football, you never know where you're gonna play. The life, it's like that, especially the football. But I appreciate Arsenal because it's a fantastic club, and you support Arsenal. Now you support Juventus.
Of course, they're my Italian team. They're my Italian
It's the
team.
Italian team, so perfect. So it's a good club. So thank you for the shirt. I will keep it in a special place.
Cristiano, it's been great to talk to you.
Thank you very
and to
much.
get to know you better. I'm a fan. I think you're the best players ever played the game. Thank you for the pleasure you've given me as a football fan over the years.
Thank you very
I wish you all the very best with your career here in Turin, playing for Juventus. And I appreciate the time and the honesty you've given me.
And thank you very much for your time as well. As I mentioned before, for me it's a pleasure to give interview to you. I didn't expect that you're gonna make me cry. I think I never cry in interview. I think.
But you know, it was
I'm a little bit embarrassed.
I don't think you should be anything but proud, actually, of what your father said was incredibly moving.
I thought in my mind that I saw this video before, but I didn't saw that video. I never saw that video. So surprised me because, well, do you see my reaction?
But you know what it was? It was a human reaction. It was a son watching his father say how proud he was of his son.
Incredible.
I'm a father. I have a father. And if that kind of moment doesn't move you emotionally, you're not a real human being. To me, it was a very powerful moment in this interview. And it said a lot about you and your relationship with your father and how important family is to you.
It is. This is why I start to cry because I didn't control, and it was very emotive moments for me. So thank you very much, Piers.
Cristiano, it's great to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.